Alright, what's up guys? JR here. It is Tuesday, May 19th, 2020, and we're back on the micro again today. So far it's looking like we're having a bit of a range. We had some movement in the overnight, trend down, break, two legs down to a new low. There's a bit of support down here, and yeah, we'll see what happens for the day. And I'm just going to go to pause until I see something I like. I'm going to see if I can get a long in this area. I'm kind of liking the way that this is looking. If not, and if we just end up pushing on lower, then we'll reevaluate. But there's a good bit of support down here. Technically, this trend, we have a break right here, and then one leg, and then a second leg down to a new low. Push on up. This high is higher than these previous highs. Higher low, and then there's a bit of a two-leg correction in here. So we could get another leg like this down, but I'm looking for a long. This might be it. This is a little close to these highs. This is kind of an engulfing bar, but we'll see. We're going to look for something clean, and yeah, I'll come back when I see something that I like. Alright, so there's a failed break. Right? Oh my goodness, I just messed up that entry.
Position open.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, I guess this is a good learning experience for you guys, because that entry's way too late. I don't know how many ticks off that is, but I should still be able to get it. I'm close to the EMA. Alright, we traded through it. Oh, that sucks. Alright, there's that. I'll just go ahead and slide this up to break even. That sucks, but that's a nice long right there. It's a failed break. And of course we just get stopped out right there. So that sucks, but it's a good trade nonetheless. That's why you have to really be quick with this. And another thing is, if prices trade past your entry, your initial entry, make sure you put a limit order in there. Don't put a stop, because if you put in a stop after prices have already passed where you're currently trying to place the stop, it's going to slip you in there at whatever price the market is currently trading at. As you can see, that's what just happened right there. So don't do that. But yeah, that was 2 points, and we'll look for some more. Alright, there's another one right here. We're going to take second entry long. Technically it hasn't triggered yet, but sometimes that's what this sim does. Alright, so we just triggered right now. Second entry long, double bottom, pretty much at the lows. It's working out pretty quickly. Good ways away from the EMA as well. Kind of a failed break out of this little area of congestion. There's also support all around up top here. These lows are right down here. We're coming off of them. It's a double test, and then it's a mini double test with a higher low. Second entry, first entry right there, pullback, second entry right there. Good strong bullish bar. So we'll see how this works out. But I'm just going to pause it, and then I'll be back in a second.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Go ahead and mark this trade.
Target filled.
Alright, so we just got that one. It's 2 points. Slide stop up to break even plus 1.
Stop filled.
And we just got stopped out on that. So that's 4 points so far. It's 2 trades. It's funny because if you look at it, these look like the wrong trades to be taking when you're trending down. But you have to realize that there's a lot of support going on right here. There's a lot of congestion going on as well. So most likely you're going to get failed breakouts. And whenever you get a good opportunity like that far away from the EMA after just coming out of congestion, usually you want to take that. There's also support down here, and then we just came off the lows. So that's another good opportunity. It's a second entry long. You get your swing high right here. First entry, pullback, second entry. It's a double bottom, higher low, retest. That's a good trade. It looks counterintuitive, but you know, once you see this support, it begins to make sense. So yeah, let's look for one more, and I'll be back when I see something. Probably should have left my stop at break even on this one. I would have had a nice runner right here, but it came back and got me by that 1 tick for the break even plus 1. So that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Alright, so I drew these trend lines off, drew the trend line off these highs, I dragged it down. There's kind of like a second entry long right here. My instincts are telling me that we might go lower just due to the way that this is looking. You can see we have resistance kind of stacking up top here. This line is basically a measured move, so pretty much I measured this leg. And then that's pretty much it right there. And then you'll notice we have 2 legs of correction back down. There's some resistance up top here. I'm not completely sure about this trend line, but we did kind of bounce off of it. But for some reason, my instincts are telling me we might go lower, so I'm going to go ahead and skip this, and I'll see what happens if I can get a short set up. And if we keep going higher, then, you know, I'll look for a long. But right now, I'm thinking short, so yeah. Alright, so it's about 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I was hoping to get one more, but things didn't quite work out the way I was hoping. So we're just going to take these 2 for the day and call it a day. This was a decent long right there. My signal bar was somewhat neutral, so I went ahead and skipped that. It's basically a failed break, pretty much the same pattern that we've taken all throughout the day today. This was another one right here. It would have been great if I'd had a good signal bar for that. That would have been a really nice setup. I think on the ES there was a good setup there. But let's just go back over the trades I took for today, and then we'll call it quits for the day. So pretty much starting off, you can see we have a range day. You trade up, trade back down in the overnight. You get a break of this trend line, 2 legs down to a new low. You can see that there's clearly some support stacking here, so that's initially why I was thinking long. You get push up, higher low, lower high, etc. You're going sideways right here. So once you have this failed break with a nice bullish bar, I figured that would be a good opportunity just to at least ride it back to the EMA. I messed up on my entry right here. So just a helpful hint for you guys, if you're ever a bit late on your entry, don't put a stop in there, because if prices are trading higher than the current price where you're trying to place the stop, it's going to just slip you into whatever price the market is currently at. So you're better off dropping a limit order at the initial entry, or maybe 1 tick better, and hoping that it comes back to get you. I wasn't quite paying too much attention there, I guess because of the video, but I was a few ticks late on that. Fortunately, it still worked out because we were a good ways away from the EMA, so that one still worked out. But basically, it's just a failed break lower out of this little congestion area. There's support. It's a double test of this, and yeah, it's a good scalp. There was another second entry long right here, another failed break. You get your swing high up top here. First entry, pullback, second entry. It's a double bottom, double test of the overnight lows. A mini double bottom right there. That's a beautiful trade. I slid my stop up to break even +1. Came back to get me right at the break even +1, but that thing ran for, I don't know how many points that is. Let me just eyeball it. It looks like it's about 20 points it ran for. So that would have been a nice runner if you were able to catch that and hold on to it. And then, yeah, that's pretty much all that I see that I like. You may have considered going short right here. There's a first entry, second entry right there. That's an inside bar. But then you get this lower high right there. That's a nice one. You could have shorted that. That's pretty much it that I see that I like. And then there's this one right there. There was a nice signal bar in the regular ES, so that would have been a great setup. And then, yeah, everything else is just kind of congestive. And then you just get this chop and then a break, pull back, test it, etc. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for today, guys. I'm not completely sure if I'm going to make another video this week. I'll try, but if I don't, then I guess I'll have to just come back and reevaluate things. I start my job next week, Tuesday, day after Memorial Day, yeah, Tuesday. So I'm not completely sure how that's going to go. I would like to still be able to make videos. I know that the commentary, I won't be able to do that on the job. Most likely I'll probably have to just record the trades and then come home and do a voiceover after the fact. But yeah, I'll see how things go. I'd like to keep making these videos for you guys. I know that you guys are really enjoying them and you seem to find them beneficial. So if you like it, I like it. Yeah. But that's it for today. I don't want this video to get too long. If I see you guys later on this week, that'll be great. If I don't, just know that I'll try to come back at some point in time. And yeah, hopefully you guys learned something. And this is JR. Take care.